Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have another update for Pando's eyeshadows for you. As I'm sure you guys all know by now, this project was started by Alexi, who finally is back on YouTube after about 6 months or so, which is really exciting. I'm rolling in 5 random eyeshadows that are randomly generated by a number generator. Loads of numbers and generating in there. So I'm just going to show you the 5 that I've been working on. Starting off with the one that has been in here the longest. This is the Urban Decay shadow box, and in here I'm working on the shade Sin right here. I haven't used this loads over the last month, and I think this project will be slightly less exciting for a little bit, just because I really want to focus in on my Panda palette a little bit more. I have a brow bone highlight in my Panda palette, and this one kind of like interferes with that. I'm really hoping I can finish that one off soon-ish, but we'll see. Anyway, I have used this guy 2 times over the last months. One of them being today, because today I just try to like incorporate most of these eyeshadows in my look. So yeah, great progress. The 2 uses brought me to a total of 26 right now, which is not too bad. And kind of when I think about like the other eyeshadows in here, I definitely had a proper dip showing by the 26 uses. Thing here is that I use a bigger brush because I'm going over my complete brow bone, and you just don't really see the dip because I'm kind of wearing it down a little bit more evenly. So yeah, I am remembering to actually swatch the shades this time. Let's see if I will do that for all 5 of them, but that is the shade right here. So as you can see, it is close enough to my skin tone, but it has a nice sheen to it. And well, I have it on my brow bone right now as well. So yeah, 2 uses. Yay. Moving on to the next one, more Urban Decay. This is the Gunmetal palette, the Naked palette. And in here I'm working on the shade Gunmetal, which is this dark gray shade up here. Also that one, like I'm working on a dark brown in my Panda palette that I'm using in similar places is where I would use this one. But what I have done actually is use this as a eyeliner every now and then, which did end up bringing me to 3 uses in total. So I basically used it as an eyeliner twice, and I have it in my kind of outer corner today to darken things up a little bit more. So 3 uses, and that brings me to a total of 16 on that one. Most of the time that has been in my outer corner. I think I only used it like maybe 2 or 3 times as an eyeliner, but still the progress is not great. You can definitely see I've touched it at this point, at least in real life. I don't know how clearly you can see that in the close-up. But like it's a darker shade, they just don't move as quickly because I'm definitely not trying to pick up loads of it when I'm putting it on. It actually is not as dark as initially I thought it would be, because like it blends in quite well with like the purple and the green that is on my eyes right now. So it's pretty wearable in that sense. It's just, I'm gonna swatch it. Yeah, it's just a little bit harder to incorporate again right now with my Panda palette going on. That is the shade right here, and as you can see, it's not like overly dark. It's definitely darker than the other shade, but yeah. So that's that one. Then last month I rolled in 3 new shades, which was very exciting. One of them being a shade from this NYX, what is it, Secret World palette, which has like greens and more neutral shades in it. And I rolled in the 6th shade, which kind of from here, because I have it upside down, is this kind of like apple green shade. I have used that one 4 times. So that has actually been like my main thing that I've been working on a little bit more. I think out of the shadows that I'm working on right now, this one is the most powdery, so I feel like there is the highest chance of me actually hitting pan in this still this year. So I've focused in on that a little bit this week. I've used that on my lid, also have it on my lid right now. And you can definitely see there is a bit of usage on it already after those 4 uses. I've used it a few times before as well. Like it's not like I never touched any of these shades before, which you can clearly see because there's pans in them, but yeah. Let me quickly swatch that one as well. It is a very nice and bright green. but because it's a bit powdery, it's not like overly pigmented in your face straight away. So actually combining it with the purple right now, I don't feel like I've got a full like Halloween green and purple look going on right now, but it works, kinda, sorta. So I've been actually using this week, and I topped my silver from my Panda palette on top of it just to make sure that I'm still kind of using my Panda palette shades. Didn't do that today though, just because I wanted to make it like just Panda's eyeshadows today. But yeah, those are the 3 shades that were there. Yeah, and the total for that one is 4 uses as well, of course, because this is the first time it is in. Then I rolled in another green from the LA Colors palette right here. This one is called Enchanted, and I rolled in the second shade, which is this guy. And this one I have used twice, yes, twice, which also brings me to a total of 2 uses on that one. And that one actually is pretty close to the actual green in my Panda palette, which is a really big part why I have not really used it too much yet. Just because, well, yeah, like I said, my focus is on my Panda palette right now. Once I finish off that green, I will definitely be gravitating towards this one a little bit more. Now I'm just using it like a few times just to make sure I'm not telling you like I used all these eyeshadows 0 times, basically. Anyway, moving on to the last one. In this sleek Circus palette, I rolled in the purple shade, and that is also the shade that I have in my crease, kind of as a transition crease shade right now. It's a very like vibrant purple. I don't know how well you can see that from the tip of my finger, but I thought that the shade would be kind of similar to the one that's in my Panda palette, but now that this is actually the first time I've worn it, I thought I'd put it in a similar place as I put my Panda palette shade, but this one is definitely a little bit darker, a little bit more blue toned, even though there still is definitely a red tinge to it as well. And it is a little bit more vibrant. I don't know if I already said that, but yeah. So I like it. I like that it's different from the Panda palette one. I'm really focusing in, especially on the purple shade in my Panda palette, hence me only using this one the one time right now, but hopefully I will be using this one a little bit more maybe by next time, because I will have used something up. Anyway, these are all the shades that are in my project right now. So I've got the greens and purples, and then some more like neutrally shades to like complement them or to work with them. I think it's kind of a shame that like I don't have as much progress on these now. I normally like to do like at least try and get 5 uses on these shades in here, but I really want to try and actually finish off that palette in my Panda palette. So that's just putting this project a little bit more on the back burner, but I can still kind of play around with the shades, which is nice. Yeah, so if you guys have any ideas on how I can incorporate this maybe a little bit more, even though to me like it's really hard because I've got purples and greens in my Panda palette as well, and when I want a purple or a green I just go for those first. Yeah, do let me know. But apart from that, that is it for today. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye bye!